So trying to find our way back to the river. God, this is crazy. Oh, there's somebody out there. Oh, it's so cold and windy. Yes, you've got this. Yay! Okay, Anna.
Hello.
How's today been?
Not that great.
Wait, Anna, is this a bug? Is this a bug?
I don't think so. Wait,
No, it seems pretty stiff.
it's pretty solid, right? We are now traumatized by the bog experience.
This is so scary!
Wait, why aren't we? Let's just go that way and then
Okay.
walk along. It's fine. We're not in vlog. Do not worry. We're vlogging.
Vlogging in the bog.
Yeah, it wasn't that great because it was raining in the morning, like a lot. So cold.
So
Our hands
cold.
were freezing. Shivani fell in the river.
I fell in so bad, so I fell in like backward. So my bum hit the rock, and then my poor notebook and map was just like floating away in the river. And I was like, no! It was so dramatic. Thankfully, I managed to recover my notebook, although it is a bit really damaged now.
Yeah.
But good thing we wrote with biro pens.
Yes,
Ballpoint.
Shout out to Ollie. for
Shout
giving
out to
Shivani
Ollie.
A fossil.
Yeah, Ollie found me a really nice fossil to cheer me up. And then we had lunch.
Yeah,
In
Ollie's
kind of
spot was
mixed-
cute.
Yeah, we found a really cute lunch spot, and then it's kept on raining. Now the glorious sun is out, and we're feeling much better. My socks are still quite wet, which is really tired. It's been a really long morning. Now we're heading north to try and find some gills. So there are 3 gills, which are basically tiny streams that we need to find, and map that area. Oh god, it's exhausting. We're getting there. We have successfully made it back to the bridge. Woohoo! Bye, mapping area. This was the moment where we were walking back to our bus after completing the 2-day field work for our independent mapping projects, and it just felt like such a victorious moment.
Hi, Flo. Hey guys, it's your favorite person.
This is our map, almost done.
So the maps were all generally extremely high standard. So these are 4 prizes for maps. The cross sections. Winning team is Amber Ollie.
Walking towards that waterfall. This was a stunning example of very distinct glacial geomorphology. Oh, 1 second. Oh, he's so peaceful.
This is really working wonders. Oh my god,
well as galena, which is silver and kind of heavy because it's a lead ore.
Yay! Woo! On this day, it was even more freezing than usual, and suddenly it started raining. And I remember wondering why the raindrops feel so much more painful than usual. Like it felt like they were scratching my face and hands every time they came into contact with it. And then I realized that it wasn't rain but actually tiny chunks of ice, and it was actually hailing. Yay! The weather forecast for our final day was horrible. So instead of taking us to the stops that had been scheduled for that day, our lecturers took us on a little geotourism. This was our first stop, Hadrian's Wall. We got to witness an amazing example of how the sequence of rocks bedded in this area influenced the formation of this incredible waterfall. Ahoy mateys! I'm editing this vlog right now and I just realized that the ending is so abrupt and there are certain parts of the vlog that seem really disjointed. So I thought I'd just chat with you here towards the end and just explain how the trip was and what I took away from it. In terms of both a level of geological knowledge as well as physical and mental fitness, this trip was definitely more demanding than my previous trip to the Isle of Arran at the end of my first year. In Arran, we were blessed with amazing weather, which of course made a huge difference because on these earth sciences trips, we pretty much spend the whole day outdoors. On this trip, however, it was the exact opposite. The weather was terrible most of the days. It was so cold, windy, and just raining all the time. And even the field areas that we had to get to access certain outcrop involved hiking through areas of very challenging terrain. The weather combined with these physical difficulties was quite a lot to deal with, which is why I vlogged such a short amount of this trip because most of the time we were just like dying on the field. There was also a cold going around in our group, which meant that everyone fell sick at one point or the other on this trip, which obviously didn't make things any better. The independent mapping project that we had for those 2 days and when I was in a pair with Anna was so eye-opening. Since we were working in just pairs over such a vast mapping area, at times it would seem quite overwhelming and the tasks that we had to complete would seem frankly quite impossible. Mapping involves so many components. For example, identifying rock types, taking good measurements from sometimes very hard to access places, being able to locate yourself on a physical map, taking reliable and clear notes even in horrendous weather, forming hypotheses on the go based on the observations that you're making, and literally every aspect of the scientific method you can think of was involved in just that one task of mapping. During my first whole year and during the trip to Arran, I personally really struggled with mapping. Before this trip, I didn't even know how to take the basic strike and dip measurements, and I always struggled with visualizing and understanding how 3D information is conveyed in a 2D map. So I was dreading the independent mapping project because I felt like we were being thrown into the wild. But I realized that the learning curve is so steep, and by the end of those 2 days and now at the end of the trip, I understand so much more than I used to before. And producing our final map and being told that it was correct was genuinely one of the best things ever. I even have my map pinned up on my board over there because it resembles a time when I understood something that I never really thought that I would understand. Of course, the trip came with other physical challenges. I fell very badly multiple times in the river, tripped over rocks, slid down hills. Our feet were sore and covered with blisters every single night. We didn't have hot water in our showers for a while, and this was so demotivating, especially when we come back after such a long, cold, and tiring day. I fell ill and got my periods on the field during one of the rainiest days. Our van battery died. The list just goes on and on. And for this, I now have a newfound immense appreciation for field geologists because it's generally such a physically and mentally demanding job. I feel like we got a real glimpse of it in these 2 weeks. But above all, I realized how infectious people's energy, attitudes, and emotions can be. At moments when we all were feeling so down and exhausted, we would try to cheer each other up. As you saw in the vlog, we were feeling so cold and tired, but we all just started dancing together. And there were just moments like these throughout the trip where we all just came together and it made it so much more bearable. I genuinely think that I would have given up in various situations on this trip if it weren't for the people around me who would encourage me. So thank you, Sedbergh gang, because without you, this trip would not have been the same. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I'm sorry if it was like so disjointed, but as I explained, it was just really hard to vlog on this trip. I still do hope this gives you a glimpse into a geological trip. Please do subscribe down below, like and comment, and let me know what you'd like to see next from me. I do have quite a lot of footage that I am editing and slowly going to be posting over the next few weeks, but I'd love to know what you want to see. So take care. See you soon. Bye.